The black gender war is in full swing here in America. Every day, all across social media, you see black men and black women just destroy each other, wipe each other out, right before the world, before everybody. We show each other ethnic group just how much we dislike each other and how divided we are. To the point where you have this group of sisters, now they call themselves divestors. They're divesting from the black community and they're getting away from black men.
How many times has this happened? And how many black women do I know personally who are single? And all of them are single. All of my black friends are single. They might be in relationships, but they're single because they refuse to date out. They refuse to date out. They give it a chance and they quit. Not realizing that, you know what, we might just have to come to that realization that dating out might be our best option, our best chance of actually getting married.
And the black women divestors come in all, I mean, they come from different perspectives, right? You have the black porn star divestors. Actually, this woman was one of my favorite porn stars over 20 years ago, back in the day. She was in some serious movies, but she's a divestor and she can't stand black men. And she's online talking about us like this.
Meanwhile, let's see what black men were arrested for today. Here go the mug shots. Okay, let's just pick this guy because this guy's from 11 hours ago. Let's see what you guys have been up to today. These kings are kings. Man arrested in Tyler on capital murder warrant. Oh my God. He's so useful to the community. This will be a hard loss for us.
The community won't miss her. They sound so funny when they try to talk like them W people. She just sounds so stupid. Like you seen her in the movies that she was in. She doing all kinds of wild stuff, some strange things for some change. And now you get online with your dysfunctional self, wanna talk like them. They looking at you like you crazy. They don't respect you. That's why you still over here talking about black men, but you supposed to have divested. Why do you care about black men? Why is black men even in your conversation? If you left black men, why are you talking about it when you over there with the Pink Panther? What are you talking about us for? But it's so bad. They're also saying this.
Every time I walk into their house, it's like guaranteed. I see on their fridge, or they have this little bulletin board of all of these wedding invitations and bridal showers and baby showers and bachelorette party invites, and they always have something pertaining to marriage and family. But when I go to a black household, I never see this stuff. I never see invites. I never see like this joy of, oh my God, my friends are getting married, I have all these weddings to go to, unless if it's a black woman who's single. This is what I've noticed. Who's single, she might have some white friends or Hispanic friends or, Asian friends that are getting married, and she'll go to their wedding. But it's not like, oh my gosh, my black girlfriends are getting married, so we're just gonna go to all these weddings. And it was a humbling little moment I had this morning as I'm like calculating in my head, like, wait a second, this is like, how many times has this happened? And how many black women do I know personally who are single? And all of them are single. All of my black friends are single. They might be in relationships, but they're single because they refuse to date out. They refuse to date out. They give it a chance and they quit. Not realizing that, you know what, we might just have to come to that realization that dating out might be our best option, our best chance of actually getting married. Honestly. I'm just going to put it out there because how do you explain this? Like, this isn't just like a one-hit wonder where I go into a white family. No, every white family I have been to, worked for, past decade. Okay, this was gathered research. And I'm just finally connecting the dots this morning because I'm just like, you know what the heck? And I spoke to this guy I'm talking to this morning, and he was like, I'm actually on my way to a bridal shower or a baby shower, whatever. And I was like, oh. And he's like, yeah, me and my friend or my cousin and his fiance and and my brother and like his wife, and everyone's with somebody.
Now we live in America, which is an so-called integrated society. So you have a lot of interracial relationships. And if you're in an interracial relationship, That's your business. I don't care. But when you start talking down on your race to justify why you're with a W person, it gets crazy. Because a lot of these divestors, they talk about the W man. They don't go. They're not really talking about the Asian man, the Indian man, the Arab man. They talking about this the W man, and they run over there to him because he's a better option than we are. And it's crazy, man. Like when you when you listen to a lot of these women talk, and the men, because you have the passport bros, you have these other men that just talk down on black women, and we do this stuff before the world. But I just don't understand. Like if you're a W man, and you see this woman talking down on her own people, you clearly see that her first choice is a W man. She just couldn't get it right with him, so then she selected you. So why would you even want her in the first place? But not every relationship, not every interracial relationship goes well. Now there's some horror stories that goes on and that's been going on, but a lot of these divestors stay quiet. Check out what happened to this black woman when she decided to divest.
Man wanted for murdering a woman in downtown Dallas was caught and arrested in Austin. Investigators say 46-year-old Janine Chapman was found dead inside an apartment in the National Building on Elm Street Monday afternoon. Her family says the suspect was an on and off boyfriend who married Chapman over the summer. Fox 4's Amelia Jones live in Dallas with the story. Amelia.
Heather, Janine Chapman's sisters described her as fierce, loving, and ambition. Her murder blindsided them, especially since the suspect was a man who was so close to their sister.
And she was an entrepreneur. She was getting ready to start her own business. So she was really ambitious, living life to the fullest, and just trying to accomplish all these different goals.
46-year-old Janine Chapman was on track to achieve those goals. Her sisters, Nicole and Crystal Marshall, said she just started a new job and was working on starting her own business.
She was all the way around a good person. So this is the last thing that we were just completely blindsided by this.
Dallas police say Monday afternoon, officers found Chapman dead in an apartment inside the National on Elm Street in downtown Dallas. Tuesday, the medical examiner confirmed Chapman was murdered. 48-year-old James Patrick was identified as the prime suspect. Her sisters confirm the two were together on and off for 6 years.
And then we get to a young lady, Shakia Jones, who was missing for weeks. And they found her like this.
Just moments ago, police walking out the man who's been arrested and charged in the case of 31-year-old Shakia Jones. Her body was found earlier this week in a suitcase in the woods of Huntington in Suffolk County. Let's get to Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis, who's been there all morning long in Bayshore with the latest developments. Marcus, did he say anything as he was being escorted out?
Did not, Pedro, and for the family, this comes as a small measure of consolation. Yesterday, a vigil for Shakia Jones, and today, an arrest and an arraignment in this case. So, as you've been mentioning just a few moments ago, that suspect led out of the 3rd precinct here, 31-year-old Ronald Schroeder of Huntington led out of the 3rd precinct. He was arrested yesterday in Penn Station and is now on his way to court.
So Tariq Nasheed saw this and he wrote another Killer Zaddy strikes again. Then he goes on to say, I will reiterate this. If you have a relative who does all this performative bed winching for Zaddy, if they end up missing, please do not contact me to help y'all get some form of justice. So, because like I said, a lot of these women and men, they come online and they just berate the black community. They destroy black men. They destroy black women. They just go crazy. And then when something go wrong, they want you. They want you to come back and help them. But you have like a lot of these women. You can clearly see suffer from some form of mental health issues or some form of trauma because this is not normal talk. Listen,
I've never seen an unhappy black woman with a fine white man. I've never seen it, and we could talk about it more. Because the ones that be happy as hell with their white man, they be getting everything that they want. And that's going to be me next. Happily in love, living a life, they man spoiling them. They just open it. Where the white men at? I'm at the point where I'm sick. Like, I am. I am. Y'all give nothing no more. So I'm dating out of my comfort zone now, and I'm gonna get me a Caucasian man. So where y'all at?
And I've been saying that this is not just relegated to black women. It's also relegated to these to black men, because they like to run off and date these W women and talk bad about the community and start skinning and grinning when they got a W woman on their arm, and then next thing you know, when something go bad, because you might just be a bad boyfriend, a cheater, or something. Things go wrong. They come out of nowhere and accuse you of this.
Follow the line. When they follow the law, they don't commit unlawful acts. When they're not criminals, all it takes is one white woman to say out of her mouth, I was by two black men at this police department, and then these cops never even questioned these two gentlemen. They never even interviewed these two gentlemen. I'm gonna say it again. She came and called them and told them she was, and they went and got arrest warrants for both men. These brothers never been in trouble, no criminal history. One, a police detective.
But see, these are the same people that come back to the black community when they're in trouble. And I want to correct something. These are not the type of men that we want to raise for our community, because we want our people to have their sense of blackness and their sense of loyalty to the community like other ethnic groups do. We want to keep our economics in the community. We want to keep our expertise in the community. We don't want to get to a certain level, and as soon as we do that, we just go off running and we start picking women outside of our communities. We want to rebuild what was taken from us. But it gets so bad. It gets so bad that a lot of times, man, I just think that these people suffer from mental illness. And this sister right here, she's going to break down some of the stuff that I be trying to tell you guys. Check it out.
I do believe that some divestors are anti-black, but I believe even more divestors are anti-awareness, which means that they refuse to look within, but instead pointing fingers and shifting blame to other people based off of their own decision making. And this goes for both men and women. If you are choosing to disassociate yourself from an entire group of people, which you are a part of their community, but you do no inner work, you are not aware at the fact that you are selfish, that you are self-centered, that you are entitled, that you have no boundaries, that you are passive, that you are a people pleaser, you are always going to receive the same type of people no matter what race it is. So just understand that it's not always everybody. Sometimes it's you.
I couldn't say it any better. Like she laid it down. The sister laid it down. And I'm just, listen, if you are a divester and you divested, then divest. Stay over there where you at. You should be happy. You found your knight in shining armor. Why are you still talking about black men? It doesn't, if I was a W man and I had a sister with me and she's online still talking about black men, I wouldn't want to be with her. That wouldn't make sense, because in my mind, that would say that somewhere deep down she still wants to be with her brother. That's what that would tell me. It really makes no sense. And then, like I said, a lot of these people, when they come online, they start talking. You can see that they're not mentally well. So stop giving your energy to these energy vampires. These people, man, like, they're sick. A lot of them are very sick. They're traumatized. They had some real bad things happen to them, and they blame a whole race for it. And, like I said, we're doing this stuff in front of the world. Everybody's watching the way black people commit verbal genocide on each other. Like, we just wipe each other out verbally. I mean, and it's crazy. And then we expect to get respect from other groups. So the black women already have a preconceived notion with her about her attitude. So you go over there mouthing off to them W men, and then they just off your on switch. They turn your TV off, like, right away. They don't even play no games with you. They don't play no games with you. So, like I said, man, we gotta then you brothers, y'all go over there to them W women, and when you want to act the fool and do what you want to do, she just say, hey, he did this to me. Next thing you know, you fighting the case. So, like I said, man, if you want to go over there with them, go over there with them. Go over there with them. Be happy. Do your thing. More power to you. But other than that, man, stay offline to just verbally berating each other, man. Like, that stuff got to stop. But I'm going to cut this video short here. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. To the next time, peace.